It's a bit of a challenge because it's a very large transformation that's coming up, and there are many unknowns. And then there are multiple urgent projects that you have to deliver for 2024, 25, 26 based on the existing paradigm because they cannot wait. There's a revenue opportunity, there's a customer experience improvement opportunity. And you're building all those things on top of the existing stack, but then you also have to think about the next paradigm shift. So you have to kind of have a split brain in a way and try to keep things in balance. That's the major challenge, I would say, from a CIO's perspective. Obviously, then you have split teams, some working on the existing stack, and then some trying to build up. You're trying to build up for the next generation, but for you have to keep that balance because you also have to have everything, under cost control, and you have to keep delivering. So I think it's one of the rare times that the industry is going through such a huge transformation. I think it's a lot bigger than e-ticket or EMD or many other, maybe even NDC, because even NDC is something like adding an extra channel in a way. So this is one of the tough times as a CIO you can have in this industry, I guess. But it's also fun. There's a huge opportunity out there, and it gives you the platform to modernize your tech stack, which has been pretty much patchworked until today for the last 20 plus years. So, if you were to design things today, you would, from scratch, Modern Airline Retailing is the way you would design them. So that's good to know. So that's what keeps me motivated. So within the IT organization, at least, we have built a separate team, separate programs. So we are trying to kind of isolate them from the day-to-day work on the existing stack. So because unless you have a dedicated team, at least 60-70% of the people working on that, then you can't build enough momentum for an initiative of this size. Within the rest of the organization, we have been working with the heads of finance and commercial. Also, because it's not an IT project by itself, obviously. So we are trying to, with their help, engage their teams, and that is helping to keep our team also in flow, because they need to talk to finance guys and they need to talk to commercial guys in making certain decisions, certain design decisions, even, or like when they want to prepare an RFP, they will have to have their input. So it's a teamwork, and we are trying to use our project management office and other mechanisms to basically involve as many right people as possible. The advantage we have is our board is very supportive of this initiative, basically. We have, and for the last 2 years, every time we have a strategic offsite meeting, we have to report progress on modern airline retailing. So it is at a high agenda. Our chairman gets updates like every 6-9 months in a way, in where we are, how we are thinking about the next 2 to 5 years, basically. So that is like one anchor we depend on. And then the rest of the work is obviously among the entire organization, including those organizations you mentioned, but also we are trying to engage the training department and the ground operation teams as well. So we are trying to pull them now slowly into this overall initiative. Obviously, it will not end there. Then we will have to engage partners and other stakeholders that we work with But this will have to be done in waves. I think we are in a reasonable way with these three organizations: commercial, finance, and IT as the first wave. That's how I would like to position it. The second wave would be the rest of the organization: ground operations, training, maybe some of the other supporting departments within the organization. That would be the second wave. And the third wave would be outside stakeholders. So we'll have to, there is one way to eat an elephant. That's how they say, you have to do it piece by piece. I think the more I look into the concept of an order, I think if you can really make it the single source of truth, it will help us a lot in terms of servicing. I mean, today, when you have a flight disruption, a misconnection, you have ancillaries over here, you have tickets and special service requests there. So every time we do a project like, oh, did we forget the bags? Are we also moving the bags with the new ticket, etc., etc.? So it's cost, and it's also complexity, because these are the concepts we expose to the customer as well. So they have to find the new ticket number, the new seat number, etc. Whereas if you could really build this around the the single order concept, I think it will also help the customer a lot, because they will have a single version of truth, and that will be the version that he or she will be talking to us through. So that's where I see a great opportunity. There's a real momentum now. I mean, especially in this event, you see that there's tech providers have invested a lot, and then more things, more concrete work is coming to fruition. More and more airlines are embarking on the journey. So for those who have not been able to spend or allocate enough time on this, whether you have the full bandwidth you would like to have or not, it's good to start early, because it takes time. You have to unlearn certain things. You need to understand a new paradigm, and it may take multiple iterations for your organization. It may take time to involve the right partners, right stakeholders within your organization. So the earlier you start, the better, because then you will have a lot more opportunities going forward. You can start small and then scale up, rather than waiting for the perfect moment to engage with MAR. That's what I would recommend.